Yesterday, we all tuned in to OpenAI's first developer day, which I think is quickly becoming the new Apple keynote.
Good evening and welcome to Apple Park.
Although there'd been a bunch of rumors flying around and a few leaks, it was great to see things being confirmed on the model and application side. Let's take a few minutes to talk about some of the highlights and what it means for the broader app ecosystem. Let's start with GPT-4, still the most powerful model available, and yesterday it got a big upgrade in the form of GPT-4 Turbo. This new model is faster, it has a much larger context window of 128,000 tokens, it has a more recent knowledge cutoff, and there was a huge reduction in cost. There's also some great bells and whistles like JSON mode to have reliable structured output, which for anyone that's tried to do that with normal GPT-4 can be a little bit hit and miss. We'll be adding this to AirOps workspaces and expect the combination of larger context window, more availability, and lower cost to really open up a whole host of new use cases. Right now, this is only a preview version, so organizations are limited to 100 requests per day, but we expect this limit to be lifted soon. For a while inside of AirOps, you've been able to attach the workflows you've created as tools and have a conversation with an agent that can leverage those tools, closely mirroring the way that ChatGPT plugins has worked. Overall, this was an early attempt at giving LLMs the ability to affect things in the real world, like send an email or look up a piece of information. But yesterday it got a large upgrade with the Assistance API, which addressed a few of the big issues. First of all, it allowed for multiple plugins to be called at the same time, so it can complete multiple actions simultaneously. Second, there was much better handling of the chat history. Previously, you'd have to send the whole thing in every single time you wanted to add a new message, and now that's handled on the OpenAI side. And thirdly, there's much better adherence to the function calling request. So this is now a much more reliable experience. And if you couple this with the cost reduction and improvements to GPT-4 overall, this is a big push towards making agents finally viable. So this is a big step forward, but the question remains, how will this be used by developers? What kind of use cases is it going to unlock? And how far does it push us towards the dream of having assistants that help us with day-to-day tasks and are semi-autonomous? We'll be investigating incorporating this into AirOps and working with our partners, but what we really want to learn from you is what are you excited to build with this and how can we help? The Assistance API is also part of the backbone of the new GPTs product. GPTs is a way of creating lightweight, opinionated assistants with certain abilities that can perform different functions in everyday life. This to me feels very much like a response to platforms like Character AI that have had tremendous success creating the Arnold Schwarzenegger bot and the Jeff Bezos bot. I'd be very interested to see how much this skews between a consumer set of applications for fun and companionship, similar to what Meta's doing with Paris Hilton and Khloe Kardashian, or will it be used more for everyday business tasks like recruiting, sales outreach, and how will the marketplace evolve? One thing's for sure, we're going to be following this very closely, and out the box, you're able to use any AirOps workflow as a tool that can be provided to a GPT. This is going to make it really easy to use AirOps to stand up powerful extensions that can be added to your GPTs, so when the marketplace is open for business, you can be ahead of the curve. We'll be releasing more information on this soon, but we believe that experimentation is so key whenever you have one of these step function improvements in capabilities. And we'll be working very closely with our community to make sure we're sharing best practices and we're providing you with the tools to be able to take advantage of this. For sure, this is a big step forward on so many fronts. The question is going to be, where does it really find product market fit? Where does it really move numbers in people's daily lives? And where does it really create value? But we'll be following it very, very closely. That's it for this update on the OpenAI Developer Day. We really hope you come and check out our product AirOps. And if you want a little bit of extra help, go check out the AirOps Builder program where we will train you on how to use AirOps. We'll talk to you about all the components and best practices involved in building with the modern AI stack and help you get off to the races even faster. We can't wait to see what you build, and we'll see you very soon.